All right, hi. We're gonna get started on our backs. So just make your way all the way onto your back, onto your mat. Make yourself comfortable. Take your time to really find that comfortable position where you can really relax. And then once you're here, we're gonna take 3 sighs. So let's take that deep breath in through the nose. And big sigh out through the mouth. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Release into the ground. Sounds are welcome. Let's do one last one here. Sealing off the lips, breathing in and out through the nose. Keep your eyes closed or soft gaze for a little bit longer. Just allowing that breath to fully release and relax into your belly. Taking this time to truly arrive and just be for a moment. Just observe what's there. Nice. When you're ready, you can either keep your eyes closed or slowly blink them open. We're going to come into our banana asana. So taking both ankles and walking them over to the right. You can let the left ankle come on top of the right if you want a little bit of extra side bend, or you can keep the ankles side by side. Arms come overhead, and same thing here. We're going to find that walk over with the wrists come overhead. Did I say ankles? Wrists come overhead. Finding that big side bend here. Hips are where they are, so at the center, rooting down. Breathing into the left side of your body. Letting the shoulders come away from your ears. Really breathing into the left side of your ribs. Slowly coming back to center. Walking the feet all the way over to the other side. Wrists come overhead again. And this time finding that side bend on your right. So the left side, so the hands and the feet are coming towards the left. Deep breaths here. Keep rolling that right hip down. Really find that stability, that grounding through your center. And keep reaching the hands up and away from you. Same with the feet. And then coming back to center. Slowly unwinding here. Take your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug in. You can roll side to side here. Really let yourself be held. Nice. Take a hold of that right knee with both hands. Let the left leg drop back down towards the ground. Really letting that left heel press into the mat. And then finding that big opener here in your hip, in your right glute. Breathing into any bits that feel uncomfortable, that feel tight. Lovely. And then from here, take that left hand on top of that right knee. Bring it all the way across to find your twist. Opening up through that right arm if you have the space. Otherwise, cactus arms will absolutely be fine. Breathing here, letting that right shoulder melt towards the ground, even if it doesn't touch. Just letting it have a little bit of extra weight here. One more breath. And then come back to center. Coming to the other side. So big squeeze with both knees first. And then let the right leg lengthen out as you press the left knee into your chest. Notice if there's any difference between the two sides. Maybe one is a little bit easier, a little bit less uncomfortable. Just observe here. And then when you're ready, right hand on top of that left knee, bring it all the way across for your twist. Left hand, left arm reaching to the side, maybe coming into that cactus. Letting the shoulders melt down. And the gaze can either stay up towards the ceiling or come towards that outstretched arm here, if that doesn't feel too intense. Breathing into your belly. It's quite hard to breathe into your belly as you twist, so really consciously drawing that breath down. And then when you're ready, come all the way back to center. Give yourself a nice hug in with those knees. All right, we're coming into our boat pose, Navasana. But first, let's rock up and down the mat. So taking your hands behind your thighs, just give yourself a little bit of momentum here. Rolling up and down, finding a little bit of a back massage here, and then when you're ready, find your boat pose. Keep your knees bent for now, open chest, hands can stay behind the thighs or maybe reach forwards, lengthening through those arms, keeping that gaze slightly forward and up, chest and heart shining forwards. Doing 2 more breaths here. Feel that fire in your belly. A little bit of activation, a little bit of agony and fire. Lovely. And then from here, cross your ankles, take your hands right in front of you to step the feet back straight into our downward facing dog. You can walk out the feet here, press into your hands, roll the shoulders out, head is heavy, neck is loose. And then when you're ready, on the next inhale, lift the heels off the ground. As you exhale, take the heels all the way to the right. As you drop your heels, bend your knees. Find that big side stretch again here. Breathing into the left side body. Breathing into the left ribs. Next inhale, lift the heels back up. Come to center. Exhale, twist all the way to the other side. So heels come to the left. Bend those knees as much as you like. Let the hips drop. One more breath. Nice. And then from here, lift the heels back up. And then if you can, slowly start to let those heels drop towards the ground. You can keep your knees bent and the heels don't have to touch the ground. So really allow yourself to be where you are. And then slowly, slowly, let's lift those heels back up. As you breathe in, ripple forwards all the way onto your wrists, finding your plank pose. Really letting those shoulder blades come apart, press into all 10 fingertips, opening through that back body, squeezing your core, your glutes, your legs. You've got this. If you need to, you can always drop down to your knees. One more breath. And then slowly, maybe in one line, come all the way down to your belly. You can always drop the knees and then let your top of your feet come down to the mat. Hands come wide onto your fingertips into our wide cobra. We're doing 3 waves here. Inhale to open the chest. Lift, lift, lift. Press into the tops of the feet, into pubic bone. Exhale to lower. Inhale, find that wave. Press, press, press. Exhale, lower. Last one. Nice. Hands come underneath your shoulders again. And then from here, keep your knees underneath your hips. Come to your tabletop. But then walk your hands a little bit forward and forward and forward until you come into your puppy pose. Letting the forehead or the chin drop down towards the mat. Arms are long. Just breathing into your heart space. Observing if any emotion, any feeling comes up with this heart opener. And then when you're ready, slowly, slowly walking the hands back in. And finding your downward facing dog again, lifting the hips high. Walking out the feet. Nice. From here, next inhale, right leg lifts up towards the sky. As you exhale, knee comes into the chest, and then bring that right foot down. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches up. Find that simple twist. Left hip keeps drawing up. Press, press, press into that right foot, finding that stability, that grounding. Gaze up towards that right hand. Nice. One more breath. Lovely. And then slowly, slowly letting that right hand come down. Left knee comes down towards the ground as well. Finding your low lunge. Reach up through your arms. You can always let those back toes untuck. Reach, reach, reach. Really pressing through that right foot. Find that stability. Find that strength as well as that flexibility. And then as you exhale, frame the front foot, come back into your downward dog, reaching up through your hips. One breath here. When you're ready, left leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, bring it in, left foot down. And then from here, right knee stays up as you take the right hand down towards the mat, left arm reaching up towards the sky. So again, just really noticing if that right hip drops down, can you draw it back up so that twist is really coming from your torso, from your chest rather than your hips. One breath here. And then slowly coming back to frame the front foot. Let the back knee drop down, untuck your toes, reach up through your arms, slow lunge. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly taking your way back into your downward facing dog, stepping back. Nice. From here, knees drop down towards the ground. Let the ankles swivel to one side. And we're going to come into our Paschimottanasana. So taking your legs in front of you, sitting onto your sit bones, make yourself comfortable. And then when you're ready, slowly starting to walk your hands forwards. Maybe knees are bent, maybe they're long. Grabbing a hold to whatever you can. Letting go of your head, of your neck if that doesn't feel too tight. Just letting the heart rate slowly drop again. Letting your breath calm down. Really starting to give in to gravity again. One more breath here. And then slowly start to take yourself all the way up. You can either finish here by lying back onto the mat, finding your little Shavasana, little final resting pose, or you can close with a short meditation, just even a couple of breaths to just check in here where you're at after that little practice, that short little reset. I'm going to leave you to it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.